Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is Tony from Tony Television. I am Tony. Today we have Mia Carter. Go ahead and introduce yourself. What's your name and where are you from?
Yo, straight up from 305 Dade County, Miami, 305.
Okay, let's jump into it, okay?
Let's jump in.
Now, did you grow up in the hood or the suburb of Miami?
I grew up in, I would say it's not the hood, not the suburb, but a middle class area. Miami-Jackson, Dade County, that's right next to the airport. It's a good area. I would say the hood.
Okay, now, of course, people see this First 48, you know what I mean? That's like the big image of Miami. For a lot of people who never been there. And a lot of things happen in this Poke and Bean project or something like that. Like, do you know anything about that? You ever been over there in that area?
Yes, I actually have friends over there in the Poke and Beans. It's not really like what they show you on TV. Like, some things they'll show you, of course there's murder everywhere. There's people shooting everywhere, but it's really, I grew up in Miami. It's really home. It's really not that bad, if I would say.
Okay. Let me just do this real quick. Everything's fine, but I just want to make sure it's even better. All right. Now let's get into a little bit more. Now, as a student, when you were growing up, what type of student were you? Were you the type like a good kid? You do your homework, you skip class. Who were you?
I was a good kid, but in the same time, I felt like school was kind of boring, but do stay in school. School is important, but I would say I was good and bad. I was like in between.
Okay. Did you graduate?
No. I actually dropped out because I kept skipping school a lot, so I had to get transported to an opportunity school, and I didn't like that opportunity school. It was like prison. It was like even worse because I got bullied there, so I had to, drop out or whatever.
Well, here's another question I want to ask you personally about school. I dropped out. I know my reasoning. I just have to ask you, does it matter when you're an African American and you're in school, did it affect you to see the lack of them talking about you and your people? Was that a factor to you at all, or was it just something else?
It was a factor because I'm Cuban and Haitian, so back in the days, they used to have a time where Haitians would get jumped after school. They'll have a day where, today we're going to jump you. So it was days where I remember me and my friends would be like, no, I'm not Haitian. I'm not Haitian. I'm American. I used to be afraid to say that I was Haitian. So, yeah, it was a factor to me. It was really, it bothered me.
A lot of African Americans that I even speak to had no clue and have no clue that Haiti is one of the nations of slaves that fought back and did not allow them to go the way they did us. You can't, like, being from there, I know your family spoken on those could you care to elaborate on your perspective of, I guess, African Americans versus how y'all handled it?
Okay, well, how we handle it, we fought back. We got tired of getting jumped. Everything changed. We would go home and tell our parents they want to jump us after school, and our parents used to be like, no, don't be no coward, don't run, go to school. So, that's how we handle it as young adults of Haitians. And then we started loving our culture as we learned more about it. And then we got respect. We stood our ground. And from then on, everything changed for us.
Do you see a cultural difference in just Haitian people versus when you come to America and see African Americans?
What you mean by that?
Traditions, right?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of different traditions, and the culture. Yeah, we're very different, very different, very.
Nice. Okay, well, moving on. Now, at what age did you have like your first relationship, and was it a good one, a good experience, or what was it?
First relationship. What do you call a relationship, honestly? Like,
It could be your first like I remember my first girlfriend, we was just kissing all the time. And that's all we did. But that was my first introduction to, ooh, I love women. So what was your, because as kids, we're innocent. We're not looking at people a certain way. And then you get a certain age and have an experience. And now you're attracted in a different way. So what was that first relationship or experience that I guess felt like you were in love?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, there's, I don't know. I mean, relationship. I would really say I've never been in one. To be honest with you, I've been with people I cared about, dated people I care about, but when it comes to relationship, not yet. I really haven't found the person that has my heart completely, as you would say.
Okay. And when did you know you wanted to be an artist?
When I was a little girl. I was a little girl. I'm a pastor's daughter. One day, my brothers and my sisters was in the room chilling, and they was listening to R&B, Brandy, Monica, as you would say. And I told them I could sing that song. And they was like, no, you can't. And I just started singing, and from then on, I knew I wanted to be an artist.
So Brandy is probably your biggest inspiration?
Yeah, very much. She's soulful. Whitney Houston, the back in the day artists like Michael Jackson. I still look up to them to this day. Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, Britney Spears. I still listen to them. I still look up to them because they're the ones that open the door. R. Kelly. I still listen to them. So.
Okay. And who's your favorite artist of all time?
MJ. Michael Jackson.
And what song was it that?
You're Not Alone. You Are Not Alone killed me. So I fell in love with that song. I was like, oh, okay, look at him. Okay.
Okay. Now, there's a lot of talk online, rappers. I heard Jim Jones say it one time. I heard quite a few rappers say it, that it's very dangerous. It's the most dangerous job in the world, being a rapper. Is it as dangerous as they say, being a rapper, or, is it a little hype to that? What do you think?
It is dangerous being a rapper because as they level up, they start to feel themselves. And they feel like they're untouchable, which is really ridiculous. Not to disrespect State Amigos, there's a lot of rappers that be saying stuff in their raps and they act like they can't be touchable. So that's the only reason why it's dangerous, because they make it dangerous for themselves with the words that they put out there. Period.
Okay. And when you heard about the French Montana getting robbed, because that happened in your hometown, as a matter of fact, recently in Miami.
Miami, I can't pass. I gotta pass on that one, but I'm sorry that happened in this hometown. But if you go to Miami, you would know, before you go to a city or a different state or a town or whatever, always do your research, because Miami's known for doing that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure French Montana, you knew. So, I mean, if you let your guard down, you let your guard down. That can happen anywhere. Look at Paris. Look at Kim Kardashian. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, y'all letting your guard down, that's your fault. I'm sorry.
And what did you think of the Takeoff murder when that happened?
No disrespect, but I kind of felt like it was a karma, because when XXXTentacion passed away, they were laughing and they were, that's what I've heard of. They didn't give two fucks or whatever. I don't know, and it could be a karma. Some people saying it's a sacrifice. There's a lot of stuff. I really don't know what to say about that, but it's really sad because, he was really talented, and I was looking forward to seeing him and meeting him and whatever. But, his spirit will ride with, great artists or whatever. It just makes me emotional.
Now, were you a Young Thug fan at all?
I think he's a good artist. And then I think it's fucked up what's going down right now It's really messed up. I don't know if it's for money. I don't know what it's about, but everybody reap what they sow. You gotta. It's how you run it in the game. You just gotta do it right.
Now, what Gunna did, is that considered snitching?
I haven't heard about what he did. I don't know. Nobody really knows. I can't say. I don't know. I can't say he snitched. I can't.
Well, let me ask you this. We all saw the 6ix9ine snitch, right? We all
Yeah.
know. So the question is, does the youth now even care if rappers is caught snitching or not? Is that a factor the way it used to be 20 years ago?
Everybody wants fame, and they think they can get fame by snitch on each other, ruin each other's rep, and like killing each other. Like they trying to get famous and they trying to get a spotlight, but everybody doing it the wrong way. Pretty much, that's what I feel. Everybody want a spotlight.
Okay. Well, what do you think about the Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez case? I'm going to say what I think really quick. I think it's weird that no one knew who shot who before the case. And after trial, no one still knows who in the hell shot what. But what do you think about the case? Like, should Tory be locked up? He got convicted? Is it fair? Or?
Everybody should be, like I said, everybody should be held accountable for their actions. You can't run away just because you think you got money or you got some type of clout. If you want to be in that situation, want to shoot somebody, whatever the case may be, you know who shot whoever, I don't know, everybody should be held for their accountables on what they do. They should be held accountable. I'm sorry, I ain't got shit to say.
I totally agree with that. Now, look, I've been watching this Krishan Rock and Blueface relationship. A lot of violence there, right? Now, things happen in relationships. We understand that. But my question is that healthy for the youth to see? Or does it even matter, right?
Healthy. It's not healthy. I recently saw a video of Krishan saying it's not, she doesn't really love him. It's not really real. It's for fame or whatever. Like I said, everybody want a spotlight. You know what I'm saying? She's really even willing to get beat up. The other day I called my son. My brother is a professional boxer, and I really don't respect how Blueface is going around and beating on this girl. You feel me? Chris, she ain't got no points either, but still, you know what I'm saying? Like I called my son the other day and I said, you know what? I want to ask Blueface, will he have a one-on-one with my brother? My brother's a professional boxer. Like he got the golden gloves. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So it kind of like makes me upset to hear about what's going on between them, and it gets me upset as a female. She's like letting it happen for money and fame and clout, and she was already a star. She was so beautiful. Like you really are like beautiful. You're attractive, and look at you now. Like it's all good. You probably got fixed up, but still, it's not love. It's not love. I don't think they should be together.
Well, what do you think about Kevin Samuels? Did you hear of him before he passed?
Who's Kevin? Who was that? I don't even know who that is.
He was an older guy that used to talk about what he felt was going on with black men and black women today in regards to communication and
Georgia thing?
he would just constantly talk about these things. But he would say something in regards to, like, let's take a Krishan Rock. My dog's gonna hold on. But like a Krishan Rock, he would say, like, I would categorize her by listening to him. He would say something like, there's women out there who like that. And if you gave them a square, they would run them over. They wouldn't appreciate them, blah, blah, blah. That's something
a mental
that
illness.
she may like.
I would say that's a mental illness. That's a mental disorder. Like she got a problem. I don't know. Was she molested? I don't know. Like there's an issue there. She has an issue.
Very true. Now, moving on. Lori Harvey, okay? What do you think about her? Now, is she a hoe or is she just a chick, a woman out there getting her bag? How do you perceive that? Because, the word is she had Justin first, which is Puffy's son, and then she dated Puffy. You know, I mean, people can do what they want to do, but how do you? Is she just getting her bag, or is she a hoe out here?
Does she have any talent or any skills?
She's a model.
She just getting her bag. She ain't a hoe.
Okay. Now, recently, Iggy Azalea, 2 years ago, said she would never join OnlyFans. I remember looking, you know, she was down in it, and that shit is for the,
She's probably going broke. She's probably going broke.
Talk about it. What do you think? You think that's the case?
She's probably going broke.
Because they just made like some big announcement recently. Iggy joins Only. Then they did like a promo video. And let me be honest with you, especially as a man, I'm not a fan of her music. I don't, she's not a rapper really. But when I saw that OnlyFans promo, I was hooked. I was like, wow, this may work for her.
I haven't seen it, but she's probably going broke. She needs more money. I don't know. She's just following the world. I don't know, people. I don't know. That's her issue. She probably don't have no other talent. I'm sorry.
Well, she is a rapper. I think she sold.
But
some
I mean,
records.
she doesn't have anything else to do other than that, because you don't make money off of just your music. You have to be a real estate agent. You have to be an actress. You have to open a cologne line. You just don't make money off being a rapper.
Got you. Now, tell the people where they can contact you. Your social media, website.
My Instagram is I am Mia Carter 969, and my SoundCloud is Mia Carter. My website is my email. I'm gonna say email.
No.
I don't have a website yet. I don't have a website yet, but that's Facebook Mia Carter. Just find me on social media, Mia Carter.
Okay.
I am Mia Carter. # the real Mia Carter.
Any shout outs you want to give?
Shouts out to you, Tony. Shouts out to Tony. Shouts out to everybody that's on this podcast and keep following. I love you guys. Shouts out to you guys.
Thank you for coming through, Mia Carter.
Thank
you.
you.
Go pick up the album, ladies and gentlemen, SoundCloud, any link that you see. We appreciate your time and energy.